Have you ever noticed that working faster often leads to getting less done? This strange reality sits at the heart of what economists call the productivity paradox. You rush to finish 20 tasks before lunch, yet somehow end the day feeling like you accomplished nothing meaningful. Your phone buzzes with notifications. Your inbox fills faster than you can empty it. Your to-do list grows longer despite your best efforts. The modern promise was that technology would free up our time. Instead, we've filled every spare moment with more demands, more tasks, more pressure. The harder you push, the less ground you seem to cover. This isn't just your imagination. Productivity statistics show a troubling trend. Despite exponential growth in computing power and technology, productivity growth has actually slowed in most developed economies since the 1970s. We have more tools than ever, yet struggle to make meaningful progress. Newport, in his book, Deep Work, points to a key insight. Our culture confuses activity with productivity. We prize constant motion and immediate responsiveness, treating busyness as a proxy for value. The result? We sacrifice deep, focused work for the shallow satisfaction of checking boxes. Think about your own workday. How much time do you spend in a state of deep concentration versus responding to messages, switching between tasks, or attending meetings that could have been emails? Research from the University of California found that it takes an average of 23 minutes to fully refocus after an interruption. With the typical worker being interrupted every 11 minutes, the math becomes painful. Your brain wasn't designed for constant task switching. Each transition costs mental energy through what psychologists call attention residue, when your thoughts remain partially stuck on a previous task even as you move to a new one. This cognitive drag accumulates throughout your day, leaving you exhausted yet unsatisfied. The ancient Greeks understood something we've forgotten. They distinguished between two types of time: chronos, clock time, and kairos, the right or opportune moment. We've become slaves to chronos, packing our calendars to the breaking point, while neglecting kairos, the quality of our time and the wisdom to know when to act. The solution lies in what seems counterintuitive. Slowing down actually speeds you up. Warren Buffett, one of the world's most successful investors, once said, "The difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything." This isn't just investment advice. It's a life philosophy that recognizes the finite nature of attention and energy. Productivity isn't about doing more things, it's about doing the right things well. Consider the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule. It suggests that roughly 80% of effects come from 20% of causes. Applied to your work, this means a small portion of your efforts produce most of your results. Identifying that critical 20% requires stepping back, not leaning in. It demands reflection, not reaction. This shift begins with creating boundaries. Batch similar tasks together instead of responding to each demand as it arrives. Schedule blocks of uninterrupted time for your most important work. Learn to distinguish between what's urgent and what's important. They're rarely the same thing. McKeown, author of Essentialism, frames this as the disciplined pursuit of less. Not laziness, but intentionality. Not withdrawal, but strategic focus. Not limitation, but liberation through choice. This approach also aligns with what psychologists know about flow states, those periods of optimal performance where time seems to fall away and work becomes effortless. Flow requires three conditions: clear goals, immediate feedback, and a balance between challenge and skill. Most importantly, it demands protection from interruption. Your most brilliant work happens in those uninterrupted hours, not in the frantic spaces between meetings. The productivity paradox reveals a deeper truth about human nature. We aren't machines designed to maximize output. We're complex beings who need rhythm, reflection, and rest to do our best work. The most effective pace isn't a sprint, or even a marathon. It's interval training, with periods of focused effort followed by genuine recovery. This wisdom isn't new. Ancient philosophers from Seneca to Buddha advocated for mindful presence over perpetual motion. What's changed is the increasing pressure to stay connected and productive at all times. The next time you feel the urge to speed up, consider whether slowing down might be the more productive choice. Not as an excuse for procrastination, but as a strategic decision to focus your limited energy where it matters most. True productivity isn't measured by how busy you appear or how many tasks you complete. It's measured by the value you create and the problems you solve. Sometimes, the fastest way forward is to stop running for a moment and make sure you're on the right path. The productivity paradox teaches us that when we slow down, we often speed up in ways that truly matter.